analyzing Jamaica's fluctuating crime statistics and government transparency issues.
Because, efficiency abounds. So,
Right. We've been hearing about this crime, this drop in the murder rate. In crime, but particularly the murder rate, because that's the one that we're mostly concerned with. Of course, we're concerned about rapes and robberies and all that, but we pay most of our attention to murders. And we've been told that we have the lowest murder rate now last year, counting several decades, maybe. Right? And we said, okay, fine, we're going to be looking at the number. Now, when you want to examine the murder statistics, most of you are going to do it two ways. You're going to listen to the news and they tell you it is the lowest in decades, or you're going to the website, the JCF's website, and you're going to go look. And generally speaking, what you see there will be a reflection of what you heard in the news. It's the same information they give them. The first point I want to make to you is this. The numbers change. The numbers change. Almost every year they change.
okay.
If you look at the numbers that they give you at the end of the year, and you go back about 4 or 5 months into the new year, you'll see that the numbers, not much, you see some slight changes, but you will see a change. How many of you have ever done that? And for those of you who have done that, how many of you have ever said to yourself, why the change? Why? Why the change? If they say at the end of the year, this is it, and that's it. Why they give you the number, and then a few months later, they give you a change?
I'm thinking because it's an ongoing process. So since investigations are ongoing, as they are solved and we have answers, then that should adjust the numbers.
True. And they do tell you, when you go to the website, they do tell you that the numbers are subject to change. But how many people read the website and read that section? And how many newscasters tell the people that, hey, the murder rate is 1,200, but it's subject to change? They don't. They said, this is the number.
Yeah.
And based on that, people say, Ray or Rattigan. One of them. Now, what we did around here was we figured that there was something not right with murder. When this government took over, the murder rate was, I think, 1,208. I'm subject to being fully corrected, but it was somewhere around there. And this government has been in power now for 10 years, and the murder rate has never equaled or dipped below 1,208, the number that they inherited, until last year. Went down to 6 something, whatever the number is.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. How many of you, based on that number, I'm talking to you people living in Jamaica now, not the diaspora. How many of you living in Jamaica, based on the number of people reported as being murdered in Jamaica, will now say we can sleep with our windows and our doors open, as promised by the Prime Minister? Because think about it, the murder rate was cut in like half from 2024 to 2025. So that's a reason to rejoice and celebrate. It's a reason to say, no, we think we're on the right track. One thing you must understand, though, is that what they've done is that problem of the murder rate, it occurred on their watch. It went up on their watch. And now they're saying it's plunging. So what you have to understand is that it's not something that they inherited, and so they have made it better. They said, oh, that party before, they didn't do anything about it. We're doing something about it. We're cutting crime, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not like that. The problem increased on their watch. And so what they did, there's a decrease, and they're claiming credit.
Because they're putting in the work.
Okay.
So the numbers went up because, let's look at it on the surface. Police officers' equipment have deteriorated over time.
Yeah.
And so the current administration took over at a point in time where there needed to be upgrades.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to do said upgrades, correct?
They said they have done
Well,
they said on the crime plan. On the crime plan, they said that they have.
every time I try to help out these people,
Yeah.
them do something.
Plan Secure Jamaica.
Snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory.
Yeah, on the Plan Secure Jamaica, that's what they said that they've done, right? So here's what happened now. What they didn't know was that we've been asking around. And the stats we're going to show you, no, the stats came not from the media, not from a friend, not from some anonymous source. The stats we're going to show you came from the government. From the government, under the same ATI Act that they don't want to give us information any longer. Now we know what.
It's your fault.
Look, something has to give. Something has to give, because it doesn't do me any good to have this information and not share it with our people to say, look, here's how the government, they're fudging the numbers. They're doing things with the numbers. Let's go to the website, their website.
Okay, let me grab that.
I think it's attached to I think it's attached to the thing, yeah.
Oh, I mean the graph?
No, all right, go to the full website.
Right, that's why I was gonna pull this.
My apologies.
And this was the one that we had used the other day. Resources, statistics.
We can go down. We'll see it. All right, there we go. Keep going. Keep going. All right, here we are.
Let's share this.
All right, share it with them. Big it up then. Big it up, remember that. All right. I hope all of you can see this. Back in 1962, the year of our independence, 63 people were murdered. 63. Go to 1972. 72, 10 years later, 188 people murdered. Look, more than double the number. And go to 82, 405. We're climbing. 92, 629. We're kind of slow down, but we're still climbing. 2002. Oops. 2045. Now go to 2012. 1102. Slight decrease. Now, look, 2015.
From 1045 to 1102.
Oh, a slight increase. Sorry. 2012, 1102. Okay. Now look at 2015. 2015 is 1209. I thought I said 1208, but it's 1209. It was 1208 and it went up by one. 1209. 2016 is when this government took over. And look, it went to 1355. 2017, it went to 1647. It's going up, people, on their what? 2018 dip 1291. 2019 up again 1340.
Kind of stayed still.
Yeah. 2020 1334. Slight dip. 2021 1,479 people were murdered. That's a 7 from it. Look at 2022. Went from 1,400 to 1,500. Then 2023 dipped to 1,406. Then 2024 dipped to 1,147. And then now we're hearing it's like 2025, it's 600 and something, somewhere around. That is correct to celebrate the Prime Minister on his wonderful, not just him, but we have the medical doctor, Dr. Chang, and we have the athlete who knows nothing about national security issues. She's there. They're doing fabulously well. They're doing a great job. They brought they brought it down. It went up and they brought it down. It went up, stabilized, went up, went down, stabilized. No, it's deep. That's all. What we just hear is satirical. I mean, a joke. We make fun of it because we could never be serious and say those things that we just said. It would be said. We just said it in jest because what you have three incompetents. You have the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, and the Minister of State National Security. They have no idea what they're doing. They come up with some plan that some consultant gave them about Plan Secure Jamaica. And they have no idea what it is about. If you don't believe me, catch them one-on-one and ask them to explain Plan Secure Jamaica to you, explain the implementation, explain the deficiencies, and explain going forward. They cannot. Ask them to explain the intelligence cycle because they're saying that now investigations are being intelligence-driven. I ask them. Ask them, what is the cycle? What is the intelligence cycle? I mean, we tell them no, them are going to read it up now, but when them come, ask them, tell us how is it implemented in Jamaica? Listen, there's so many questions you can ask them when they start telling you about the cycle. And all of you need to read up on the cycle as well. But look at 1147, last 600 and something. All right, go to the spreadsheet for me.
So doesn't that indicate efficiency?
What indicates efficiency?
Numbers going down.
If you create a problem and you are trying to solve the problem, then how that, I don't understand that. To me, what you need to do is go way below what you got it, where you inherited it. Because if you get it and it go up and you get it here and up here and you operate up here, then to me, that's not being successful. You need to come below this. And then we say, yes, because remember now, when you campaign, what did you campaign on? The campaign on saying crime rate is here, we're going to take it below. So when it go
you can't sleep with your windows and doors.
Exactly. So here's what you saw the chart on the police's website. You saw that. And that's where a lot of you would get your information or from the news. But there's another way you can get your information. And we figured big up All right, look at this. This is May 27, 2023. And they wrote to me, and I asked them about something called death investigation. I didn't ask them about murder. I didn't ask them about homicide. Death investigations. Want to know what that is? That is when they're claiming, we don't know how this person died. Yeah, we seen him get 2 shots on the back of his head, but we don't know. Things happen. We don't know. And him could have shoot himself. And we don't know, so we have to investigate.
Right.
Or we see him hands tied up behind him back, and him have 2 gunshots in the back of his head, and we don't know him dead, because it could be suicide. Him could have shoot himself and then put on the handcuffs. Or maybe him double jointed, and then could have just bring up him man and shoot himself and fling with the gun, and we can't find the gun. All of these things. How many of you knew that there was a category called death investigations? Because go back and look at the website. You will not see this category. You will never see this category. So I
Is
said,
that category there in the past?
but it exists within the statistical unit of the police. It exists, but those numbers, they will never provide you with those numbers. So what I did, I said, all right, you know what? Give me the number that you have in the death investigations category for each year beginning in 2016 to present. This was 2023. And then I said to them, please tell me how many people, please provide the number of death investigations you have completed for each year from 2016 to 2023 to present. And please advise if the completed death investigations since 2016 have been accounted for in the annual homicide statistics. Now, here's what I found. In Jamaica, in America, when you say homicide,
Okay.
in Jamaica, when you say homicide, murder is just one subset of homicide. It is the defining category. So in Jamaica, if you said, give me the homicide rate, they're going to include suicide and death investigations and all of these. So if you want the murder rate, you have to say, give me the murder rate, and then they just give you murder only. But if you say homicide, it's a whole range of categories.
Okay.
And that's why when you look on the website, you'll see murder. You won't say homicide. I learned this from, they took the time to explain to me, because one time I asked for homicide, and they came back and said, do you want homicide or do you want murder? Because they did. All right. Look at the numbers. Then I asked them, please provide the number of death investigations that you have not completed for each year from 2016 to present. Now, if you look, 2016, they said we have 96 people in there. Now remember, this is a category where they say, we don't know these people died. We don't know. Right. Yes, entire, and we just don't know. Or we see you, or the guy who drove off a spur tree in a car and then come off.
Jump out and hang himself.
Yeah, that was supposed to be death investigation, but that was changed to suicide. Right?
Right.
So,
Because he failed the first time.
he failed the first time, indeed. So then we said, give us, look at the chart. Look at the first top. The incidents originally reported as death investigations. In 2016, 96 people. Imagine that, 96 people. That they said, we don't know all these people. They reclassified 47, and they said they have ongoing 40, right? That's 2016. Follow me. Follow the 2017, 19. They reclassified 44, and they said we have 47 going on. So if you look at it logically, it's 49 here, ongoing, and then you add, what, another 30, no, more than that, 52, no, 42, yeah, it's 42, right? So that's, then of that, they have 44 that they said they reclassified. We don't know where they reclassified them to, you know. They don't tell us, they just said they reclassified. So then we have 47. Look at 20, went up to 100. They reclassified 30. They were continuing the investigation of 7. Then it go 2019, 60.
So on average, you between, but on average, that's at 45 in those years between 2016 and 2019. On average, we've lost the 5 reclassification.
But we don't know, because remember now, you know, in 2016, they reclassified 47, 2017, 44, 2018, 39, 2019, 31. You add up all of that, 4, 8, 1,200. It's about more than, it's less than 1,300. It's less than 1,300 they reclassified. And you say, okay, where did you put these bodies? You reclassified them. They're dead bodies. But where, well, you know, no, they never said that. They just said we're investigating how they died, and so it's death investigations. have been reclassified as murder. We have to assume they can't be all suicide. Look at 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. So that is what they gave us back in 20. And they said, answers your question 1, 2, and 4. Let me see what 3 question. Look at question 3. Please tell us if the completed death investigations have been accounted for in the annual homicide, meaning them play games. Them say homicide is not only murder. Homicide is a whole. They can't because I'm thinking equals murder.
Right.
But they're saying no. But they didn't answer. They said we're not answering you. See that? The table above displays the answer to the question.
1, 2, and 4.
Right. This data is not collated by the Statistics and Information Management Unit. So who's collating the provide the number of suspected homicide autopsies that are outstanding? They said,
Okay.
look at this. The figures are subject to change due to ongoing investigation.
Right.
All right.
As expected.
Keep going up, sir. You have a point. Whoa, stop it right there, so. You have a point you want to make before we give the people the true story. You have something you want to make? Tell me.
Listen, all the help that I've tried to give so far, I've failed. I'm gonna hold on to this one.
All right, you have to go back and forth.
Where man? We went back and forth.
No, folks, look at this. We got something here from the police for 2023 and 2024. Keep going up. And then we found out that, wait a minute, they have a whole bunch of categories that we don't see on the web. Death investigation. Go down. No, sorry. Up. Yeah. 2023, 119 and 2024, 172. Death investigation. Go up and let's look at 2023. 2023. Look at that number, people. Look, it's what it originally reported as death investigation. 50. So go back and look at that. 19. How you go from 23 to 1?
Okay.
Even if you add up these, you don't come to 1. And they wouldn't add them up because you can't, because these have been
Reclassified. That's reclassified.
Yeah, so you can't add that. But this is what you started with, 51, right? And you said you end up with 20 right here.
Ongoing, yeah.
Right. No, go up. So how you end up with 119?
I got nothing.
Okay. No. Now look at the death investigation, people. Look, these are all the categories you will not see when you go to the website.
The numbers are these death investigation numbers or are these homicide numbers?
Death investigation. Secret.
And it wasn't mistaken.
And look at the question I asked them. Please provide the number of death investigations that have not been completed for each year from 2016 to present.
Okay, so these are your not completed
25.
numbers.
25.
It started at the not completed, started at 51.
Yeah. And end up with 25.
Yeah, because 26 got reclassified.
All right, well, go up then. Explain to me then from 51 to 25, or you end up with 119.
These include
completed.
not reclassified.
Think about what you're saying now. Think about what you're saying.
I have to go write this down. Come here.
If it says not reclassified, right? If it says not reclassified, then the question is then you're continuing, right?
Right.
But go up and look. But they tell you right here that we're only continuing with 20.
These are the ones that are. So these are incomplete.
Yeah, this is the income.
Okay.
So incomplete is.
Make the hole a little bit deep.
All right. No, people, look at all of these categories that you will not see. Death investigation, right? You have homicide in there. You have body found. I don't know what that means, body found. Then you have decomposed body found. Then you have hospital mortality. Then you have skeleton remains found. That's on the death investigation category, you know.
So, wait. What is the of these subcategories on the death investigation? Why do we have these sub?
But no, you asked me a question that I don't have the answer to.
Because if it is going to be given in a so there's a report that is going to someone that this information is relevant to. Is it to justify over income increase, uniform, vehicle?
But those things are not happening. You know, I could understand if they say, well, we're using it then to force an increase in the budget for the JCF, then you could say, okay, we could see it. But then when you have policemen who they don't assign them weapons and they live in in inner city communities with dangerous. Then you said, then where's let me just roll on because folks, if you think this is it, this is not it. Well, another category one show you. So death investigation includes homicide, body found, decomposed body found, hospital mortality, that people did not hospital, skeleton found. Then you have undetermined death. Look at undetermined death. Inconclusive. Shouldn't that be in death investigation? And then you have unknown. Shouldn't that be in death investigation? But they call it undetermined death. And in that, look at that, 133245, 1350. So they got 13 that add these three, 32 and add that's two. They have inconclusive and unknown, and that's why you get undetermined in the dark in the column.
Yeah, the undetermined death.
That's the total.
Right. So the 13 plus 2 gives you 45. The same. So
Yeah, what they do to add this 26? But
to give you what? To give you what?
It's not 45, but if you look at this, right? This is 32. 15 and 17, that's 32. So 26 and base number supposed to be 45. You come in this way.
Yeah.
This coming this way is 45, and this is 17. So you see something wrong with the number.
But these were efficiently provided.
Yes. By statisticians.
Efficiently.
Right, Jamaican statisticians in. So there you go.
I'm just going back to where we started with efficiency.
Yeah.
if we're not efficient, then
And then look at the murder rate, right? So that's at 1405, 1146. Do me a favor for 23 and 20. What this is 20 and 24. What, go back up to number 1405 and what? No, the other. Yeah, 1405 and 1405 and 1146. Go to the. Let me just to the website.
oh,
1405 and 11. 2 and 23. 1405 and 11.
these numbers.
Go back to look, people. 2022 is 1516 and 2023 is 4. Go back to the chart, please.
We'll close this, guys. I don't know why.
2022, 20. Oh, sorry, 2023, 2024. All right, hold on. People, you see 1405 and 2023 and 1146 in 2024.
1406.
1147. No.
Let me find a couple more.
Okay. All right. That's reclassification, right? One. So we're all right. Undetermined. Look at murder, past murder. Then you get to self-deaths, right? Then you get to suicide. Suicide. Death self-defense is one category. Suicide is another category. Non-crime is another category. Death by misadventure is another category. And death by misadventure, here are the numbers. Accidental shooting, acts of God, drowning, electrocution, fall-related death, fire, motivate. By the way, motive is only one person dead in Jamaica and 20 in a mountain. Nobody died from poison food in 2023.
Because we don't have poison food in Jamaica. What are you talking about?
Okay. Then you have. So now, people, what we're going to do now? So there's a total, right?
I can't trust this total.
No, it's crisscross. It's other way and tic-tac-toe. Other way and come the side and go sideways and go left and down and the middle and, you know.
Carry the tree.
Yeah, just come up with a number. Now, folks, if you think, Professor, no, sir, sorry. All right. No, look at this, remember, this one we just, this includes 2025 number. We just got this.
So
go back to decomposed body found. Go back up to go up to the category before that. Decomposed body found. Let me see. You have hospital below it, right?
yes.
Go up now.
5, 24, 29.
Hospital mortality. Tell me if you see hospital mortality. Then rub it out, people. Stop right here, Kevin. See, right up there.
What is line here?
And what? And you say number
22, 23, 4, 23, 24 had
18.
18.
But on 18,
I'm so confused.
go up, man. You'll get. But people, you see what happened? Them rub out that category. That category is not there. Hospital mortality is not. So we don't even know what's going on. Look at undetermined death.
So wait. What happened to the numbers for the decomposed body? Them start decomposed?
Look at that. Go up again and show the people. Go up and show the people decomposed body.
Adam last.
Go up again. Decomposed body 2458 number 82 and 82 body.
Oh, there it is.
Mm.
Decomposed ended.
Okay, decomposition. The composition, you mean like you are right, and you said the composition has ended. The composition has ended. But people, you see, they are tampering with the numbers and the categories. I hope you're watching this. The numbers are different, and then them take out certain categories. All right, look at just pick one. Look at skeleton remains found. One below that. All right, go up on it to see the thing. Skeleton remains found.
There.
11.3.14.
23, 11. Skeletal.
Oh. On one.
Because you know we have an abundance of dogs in Jamaica. Dogs eat bones. Skeleton remains found.
We have alligators though.
Dogs eat bones.
Well, our crocodiles, we have them. People, you get this. Look at below suicide. That category is them white it out, you know. Kevin, I'm sorry we can't show the contrast, so we can. You can see the note. Them take the white out and white out the numbers. Look below sudden death. This is what them white out this. You can see that the two categories below.
Well, clearly because there are numbers over here.
Yeah, they white it out.
But we can't match back these numbers to figure out which category it is, you know, because we know that these numbers don't correspond with the other list numbers.
All right, keep going. All right, look at manslaughter now. You can't see the numbers. Look, this is the numbers in white out. You see, if you people in the most can't see that.
The totals.
The totals, the manslaughter.
Under manslaughter.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the total.
And where you see a category and the line is not straight through, like look below sudden death. If you look below sudden death, you see where the line it's open. You can see that. It's where them do the white out. It's where them do the white out. And white. Look at fatal shootings done us below that. See them white out, white out some things down here. See that? Them white out some stuff. Go up and let me show you something.
Because even the totals down, the totals in this line, right?
Go, all right, let me see. Take homicide.
Okay.
We have 18 and 9.
18 and 9. 24.
All right, love it. 18 and 13. So something gone from out of 13.
How many reclassified did we have 2024? Oh, without.
And what happened is that, or what happened, folks, is see when you add the numbers and you say, okay, give them the benefit of the doubt, they reclassify them and put them somewhere else. The numbers don't add up. Go up again, Kevin. Let me. All right, stop here. There's one that I look up. Go up a little bit. No. Up. All right, stop. All right, look at death investigation. Which one? 110 and 103. Go up. 110 and 103. Look at that. 172, 103 from 172.
Between the time of this report.
No. Hold on. Go up. 2024, death investigation had 172 bodies in there. Go down. 2024, that.
Right.
69.
I'm done.
No. The investigation was done back in 23. It was done in 23, and then it's finished in 2024 because we make it even better for you then. Go to 20. What we have? Well,
true believer. How is homicide different from murder?
Go to 2023. Go to 2023. I think.
That's investigation 2023. The 110. 119.
119. So go down now, and it's 110. 9 bodies missing. And when you add up, if you say okay, then they reclassify the 9 bodies, and you add up all of the classifications, the number
110, 123, 190.
And then why is it that you're going white out numbers and white out? All of these numbers here white out, this category completely gone. And then some of the categories gone, but you have a decomposed body 0.
They've done decomposition. They're not skeletons.
And then some of the categories, they don't have some of the categories. In this one, this chart you're looking at, folks, this is the latest chart from the JCF. You see the 2025 numbers.
That's because we're in 2026.
Yeah, they sent this to me. No wonder they didn't want to give the charts to me because the charts have been. Go below suicide. Oh, go up. What's that? 2023? Is that 2023? Yeah, suicide. 2023. Keep going. The numbers are the same. Yeah, it's the same.
So it's a 6. It's not a 5.
It's the same. It's the same.
I just want to know what number it was.
Go to the next one.
It looked funky, you know.
Go to which one is it? The 2023.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Go to 4. Go up again. No, I've said. Where is it?
Wait, which category? Oh, here.
66, 67.
This one remains.
So why is it that these can remain the same and then the others can't? And then some of the categories gone. Look at motor vehicle. Go down go to the next chart below. Motor vehicle is 1. No, it's gone.
Motor
Oh, so we have 1 and 10. So what happened to the 10 now moved to 2 or 3?
Come on, 3. So 3 and 11, which was 1 and 10.
Go back. Now, I have a question to ask you, my Jamaican people living in Jamaica. Do you believe that it's only 3 people that in a motor vehicle accident?
Somebody put it in here. Somebody said, would all the people from motorcycle accidents and accidents? But we see it almost every day. We tune into to news out of Jamaica. There's a.
So, this is what's going on here, people. Look, hate me or love me, you can't ignore these are so-called facts provided to me. I didn't make these up. I can give you the originals. I can show you how they came to me. They came to me by email.
So to the question of what's the difference between murder and homicide, it depends on where you ask the question. In the US, it's falling under the same category. In Jamaica, it's differentiated for some reason. I don't know which reason that is. I'd love to have a chat that either puts together the statistics, people them that doing the investigation to know where to categorize investigation. I don't know if I'll ever be able to have such a discussion with anybody. You're a man. Can you arrange a conversation?
The conversation is not gonna go anywhere, Kevin, because I'll tell you why. Because the numbers, at the end of the day, the numbers won't add up. They won't add up. And
So you can get clarification.
be no clarification. I'll tell you why. At least 2 reasons. One is underreported police, and the second one is underreported citizens. And I can add a third reason. Third reason is that the numbers are not accurately tabulated for obvious reasons. How many of you knew that these categories existed? Be honest with me. How many of you knew that these categories existed? And here's an even tougher question. How many of you that we had previous stats using some of these categories stats then and now? They don't add up. So only got this. And what in the can do? On the can ask the police, those of you who are believe. I understand. I understand. Go police, tell them brass. And by the way, notice I said brass, BRAS, not brass minus the B, right? Write to them and say to them, Rattigan put this on this program and say get it from Uno. Explain to us how the numbers are different and how the categories, some of the categories are not even there. And third, explain to us why we no numbers them and whiteout categories.
Julian, say transparency equal whiteout.
Big up yourself, Julian.
It's not translucency.
That's transparency. So, folks, I don't know how if you are a supporter of the JCF and you believe that crime is going down, I don't know how you this one. Because the numbers not the story that they're trying to plant in our heads. And Minister Dana Morris Dixon, here's a receipt. I want you to take these receipts into consideration when you come out with your nonsense. As if only the facts only reside with facts. You know what they say? You have a right to an opinion, you know, but you don't have a. The facts are the facts, but you have an opinion. But I want you, Minister Dana Morris Dixon, to come and tell me that everything I've shown here is either false or they are come and explain. Explain how you why you white out numbers and white girls.
Answer to the question.
Which one? Unique, right?
He said, the reason why Jamaican homicide is different from murder, the murders are ghetto. Homicide, them, the country, and pure, intelligent people. So it depends on where you live.
Yeah, so here it is. You know, I don't want to spend too much time on beat a dead horse, but Kevin Show one intended. Slowly go up so that them can screenshot this, and so when them have them conversations with each other, them can, you know, the disbelievers.
Take out this.
Yeah.
Because if this was 6s and then 5s turn to 6s. That one might look at correct.
Should we add another 900 police killings to the existing 600 plus 2025 body count? That's another thing. They don't tell us if the police shootings, they put it in a separate category. It's not put into this category, into homicide and murder. It's not put there.
0.
Go for them. Go for them. No, they have something, man. Go. Right at the bottom. There it is. JCF, fatal. Them say 304 in 2025, 177, 136 claim. But yet still, over here, so Kevin, you say category, you say something gone right, so unrighteous are gone, unright honest are gone. And the white people, I wish we could do this. We could make it even more pronounced.
Yeah.
Because then you would see where they actually white out the categories and the numbers. And I don't know what them people think. And then photocopy it now and then send it to me and think of me now go see it. Steve, the one that could have said this.
But
look on this.
I don't know if they realize photocopy thing that you're white out, you know.
As right here, with low manslaughter people. If you look below manslaughter, just you know, and believe me, there is more, but it's clear manslaughter. The box exactly below manslaughter. Look at that box. Them white it out the cross.
And I think I'll draw the line all the way, you know, there was white out the section that never done right.
Say composition went to skeleton. Yeah. But go on, let me say that skeleton. People say, that's another number.
Oh, I don't want 23, I tell them more.
No, yeah. Oh.
Here it is. 330.
What to the extra bodies? And where did they put those extra bodies?
I tell you things.
Yeah, man.
Dog.
Big up yourself, Missy. I love the education style. Teaching is a beautiful thing. And this style is wonderful. People are using this Saturdays to listen. They're realizing that there are so many questions to ask, but sometimes people don't know. The statistics are crazy. When the intelligence unit, one of the things you need to find out, you have a subject matter, you need to find out what you know about the subject matter, but you also need to know what you don't know. I don't say you don't know. Because when you put that thing up, you can see the gaps.
Right.
And then you know this. And we know we don't know it because we don't have the numbers, we don't have the answers, we don't have the sources, we don't have this, we don't have that. But
there are some people that don't know that they don't know.
They don't know that they don't know.